Let's draw anime.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another session of Let's Draw Anime. Alright, so we're gonna do this girl here. I think she has a thing in her mouth. She's gonna tie up her hair. And we're gonna look at this as a straight line down the middle, as I'd always do. And then a line across the center. And that way it would be much easier for you to learn. Once you get better, you won't have to do this. But as we're learning, we're going to put a line down the center. And we're going to put a line across here. I just realized that my line is not straight. This is the center here, and I think this is the center there. And probably this is this. And maybe the center is a bit lower. Okay. So here we go again. Usually I'm going to start like right in the middle. Right in the middle, I see that her neck is kind of dead set in the middle, and this is the cross. So just about here should be where her jawline is. So let's say her neck is probably here and here. And here is longer than the other side. Here there's a collar that comes like this to the back. Okay, so now this chin goes right to the edge of the neck and then goes up and then goes like this, give or take, like that. Then this side here, you could see it goes up to kind of the ear about right there. So right now we're just gonna have little squigglies. It's good to draw little squigglies. No detail. Squigglies will gonna help you to draw better because you're gonna we're not really dead set in what lines you're putting right now, because you never know, these lines could be all corrected later on. So okay, here it's a big triangle of this arm going like this and this arm going like that, and this pretty much you could see that it goes almost into the halfway up to this square. So halfway up to the square, I'm going to imagine that this arm is going to go from here all the way halfway up to here. And that's the arm going halfway up there. And then the arm here, I'm looking at this space here between the head and the arm to see how big that space is. And then I am going to go and come back like that. So that should be where the arm's going to go. Here's the sleeve. The sleeve should be about there. Give or take. I could be wrong. The face, probably it's going to be a bit smaller here. And then the hair and the head comes to about here, and the hair wraps behind her head like this. Okay. So here is some lines. Here's the chest, comes down to here. And it pretty much goes all the way this much here. And she's really, her body's on this side. None of her waistline is on this square at all. This body is all on that side. So here is the skirt. And here's the other skirt on the other side. And the shirt comes out. Like this. And then she has her arm that she's trying to go like this, and she's trying to tie her hair. And the arm goes like this all the way here, all the way up, halfway up her ear. And there's this thing for her uniform. And the hand is just this, kind of like two triangles. And here's some fingers, which in these episodes I am not going to do anything with the fingers, because fingers are all a lesson on its own. And it's very hard to draw fingers. So I'm gonna keep the fingers for other videos, and don't worry about drawing fingers for now. Okay. So now's the time. Now's the time to really look at your drawing and just looking at these squigglies to see if it looks like anything. Oh, I realize that my sleeve is too short. So here I'm going to correct this. My sleeve should be a little bit longer this way. The hair should come all to about here. This part's that side, that part's this side. Then this hair comes like this. Okay. So there's some hair that comes all to this side. This is all just here. Is this right? Is this correct? I don't really know. I'm just drawing as I go. Okay, so before doing anything in any kind of detail, now there's that way that I've had that we check to see if any of this make any sense. So here's the eye that's going to come on this side. And there's eyes come on this side. And then she has these eyebrows here. Okay. So now this could look like a piece of crap. We don't know. So what we're gonna do, oh, can I ask somebody? No, nobody's around. Mom's busy, dad's busy. Hell, I'm not gonna ask my brother. What am I gonna do now? Maybe this eye is crooked, I don't know. Like I said, one thing to do is to go away and go have supper, go play with your friends, and then come back later. Come back later, an hour later, a couple hours later, and then look at it again. And when you look at it again, you're gonna see your mistakes. You're gonna see, oh, I know now, I made a mistake here, or oh, I know now, this is too long over there. Is when you don't look at something and then you come back and you look at it, it starts to look better and you start to see your own mistakes. If you're constantly looking at it and looking at it, you don't see your mistakes. The second way to do it is look at it really, really far away. Put your artwork on against the wall and walk back 10 or 20 feet, and then you could look at it and see if you made a mistake. The third way to do it is bring this right up to your eye. So this camera, let's say, is your eye, and bring this right up to your eye and see if it looks the same. Bring it right up so that it's the same size. In this case, I'm gonna fold my paper and I'm gonna look here like this and see if it matches. It's not bad. The shirt and the skirt seems to be okay, but I think my head could be bigger. Maybe my head is a little bit too small. So what I'm gonna do is make the face a little bit bigger. I'm gonna even fold it in half and see if any of this matches. I fold in half. Kind of. Alright, okay, so that looks okay for now. If we look here, you look and you try to put a pencil. Is this where the chin is? This is where the hair starts. Is the arm in the right place? Okay, so it seems to be not so bad. So now I'm gonna put in a little bit more of the detail. Use the collar. And she has this ribbon that comes out. Here's one of the ribbon on this side. And that's the ribbon on the other side. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna just put the eyes back in. The top of the eyelid needs to be thicker because this is where all the eyelashes are, and that's where all the shadows happen. You barely don't even shade that much of the corner when there's really very light. Okay, so here's the edge of her face. Here's the chin. Now I'm going to get a thicker marker. There's a lot of space here, and there's some wrinkles on the shirt. Then this hair that comes down to here. So there's a lot of shadow that's happening here. So it's right under the neck. Wow. The ink on this one really coming out. Here's the ribbon. The ribbon's kind of dark. So I'm going to shade the ribbon. It got shaded. I have to put some dark markers back in because you lose all dark markers. Oh, yeah, that looks dark enough. Oh, this marker's not really working. Okay, the sleeve is a little bit darker. this sleeve is a little bit darker. She has a belly button and there's a lot of shadow that's over here. And then there's a lot of pleats in this dress. And lots of lines for the hair. So lots of lines. This hair comes over this side, then there's hair coming over on this side. So what you do after all these lines is that you go back in and you take the eraser and you just erase that highlight just around here like that, where there's no shading. Then there's shading everywhere else. Here it's a little bit darker because it's behind the head. And over on this eyebrow, the hair goes up and it's cleaner on that side. And put the eyebrows back in. Just a little highlight for the eye. A little highlight here and there. Here is quite dark, it's got a lot of hair, and it's quite dark over here. And here's a lot of hair and it's quite dark over here. Okay, I think that's it. And she has a she had an elastic thing in her mouth that she's about to tie her hair with. So I think that's it. Maybe just a few more dark lines here. I think the neck is too dark. All right. Trying to shade with markers. And that's it. I hope you enjoy this. It's fun for everybody. And don't forget to subscribe. And keep drawing anime. Nice to have you again. Don't forget to subscribe and thank you. Bye.